This is our pilot presentation, Sunskin Dermatology and Cosmetology Center, Let Your Skin In, presented by Amit Kumar Jha, Monica Manhandan and Monica Chikara. Our mission is we strive to provide our patient with the state-of-art dermatological and cosmetic care, provide a friendly, caring and the professional office environment, to treat patients just the way we could expect to be treated, to give exceptional service and conduct our work with integrity, dignity and respect of the all. Department of Human Resource Management. As your HR department, our employees are the most valuable asset, one of the most expensive in its functioning, diverse and the most complex in terms of leadership and management. What we do in human resource management, we have hiring for the employee, training, employee recruitment, rewarding, business value, success, strategic value. That organizational structure thus include board, administrative services, informational services, therapeutic services, diagnostic services, and the support services. Dress code. Employees are expected to dress in an appropriate manner with cleanliness, neatness, without any wearing of distracting themes like exposed material for evening wear or short clothing. They are unacceptable. Clinical staff, we have collared shirt, white cord, non-denim slacks with a name tag. With for the administrative staff, we have business casual. For the non-medical staff, we have casual uniform and non-skicker shoes. This is the example of dress is showing with non-clinical and clinical staff. Software. We have two type of software, administration and an HR software, which is Genefit. For the clinical, we do have Medisoft plus Nextech software, which include billing, EHR, and advanced clinical tools. Legal aspects, we have FRCA, which is Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is primary legislation that governs all activities pertaining to the reporting of credit information for consumers. There are two areas of the focus, which are the Federal Trade Commission and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Legal training for the sexual harassment, there are two types of facility we provide. For the quid pro quo, there are sexual favors in exchange for employer benefits, which are ways to increase a larger new office promotion terms, travel opportunity, and more desirable shifts, and the job retention. For the hostile work environment, offensive work environment that prevents the employer from doing their job, that is incessant, image with sexual undertones, writing emails with sexual. This is a schedule and the work hours for the clinical staff. It's 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and for the administrative staff, it's 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. The lunch is for 1.5 hour for both the staff and the break is 1.5 hour. And the morning shift start from 9 a.m. to 12. Staff firing, staffing for staffing templates, role, team responsibility, competency, estimated start date, estimated duration, and the time, the part time or the full time. For the hiring, we have personal requisition, intake meeting, job posting, internal applicants, interview, reference, and the job offers. Firing should be like as do not fire an employee in anger, follow policies, Document the reason for the discharge. Be truthful, offering a severance package, include an observer, use a termination letter, and be respectful when you're firing. This is an example showing to how to hire a great practice manager, and this is the checklist for the hiring for the practice manager. Exit interview should be as in person, telephone, exit interview via the questionnaire, via the internet. Training and development. Employer will provide with training on HIPAA and OSHA, first aid BLS and ACLS, safety training to handle hazards associated with laboratory-related equipment, bloodborne pathogens, chemical and drug exposure, and radioactive X-ray exposure. Fire-related hazards and handling fire extinguishing equipment. All above mentioned training are mandatory and shall take place in accordance with the respective certifying agency. Other training are optional and will be made available to deserving staff. Webinars. Webinars are for the clinical trial research webinars. They are training for the updates on the AMR. Purpose of the webinar shall be a complete end-to-end solution. This will be include remote patient monitoring, clinical documentation, care without mobile app, family portal, back office should, and the LLR apps. Performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is divided into administrative use and development use. In administrative use, you have complete promotion, dismissal, downsizing, and layoff. In developing, you have identify strength, identify area of growth, developing and planning, coaching and the career planning. Typical division of the HR responsibility is as HR unit or the manager. For HR unit, design and maintain appraisal system, train readers, track timely receipt of appraisal, review complete appraisal for the consistency, and the for manager typically read performance, prepare formal appraisal, review appraisal, and identify development areas. Legal concern regarding performance appraisal are performance appraisal criteria based on the job analysis, absence of disparate impact, formal evaluation criteria that limit managerial discretion, underwriting instrument links to job duties and responsibility, documentation of the appraisal activity, personal knowledge or not contact with the appraisal individual, training of supervision, and a review process to prevent one manager acting alone from the controlling and one employee can counseling to help poor performance improve. There is SMART. SMART includes specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. We use SMART as method to describe and focus on short-term and the long-term objective that specific answer the question what is to be done, how you will know it's done. How will know the meets expectation like quantity, quality, frequency, cost, deadline? Can the measurable objective be achieved by the person and can it done giving the frame? Why should it to be done and when will be the impact? Points toward the final question which is about to time of completion the work. There are some compliance policies. We have the full risk and compliance manager who routinely audits compliance in manner of complete policy and the practice. For the client files, these are submitted by both doctors and nurse in preset and information fields and they are mandatory for the standing orders complete online and save in client file. Before and after photos like that before treated the patient and after they had their procedure. Consultation conducted using a videos, conferencing queuing room, and the time stamped and the logged follow-up care, that weekly compliance tracker to check compliance with client or care protocol that they're happy with or they have some issues so that we can decrease that issues. There are some benefits for employee, that's security. For the security, we have worker compensation, unemployment compensation, and the severance pay. For healthcare, example are medical and the dental prescription drugs, vision, PPO, wellness program. For family oriented, we do have FLMA provision, domestic partner benefits. For retirement, we have social security, early retirement option, pension plans, and the 401k, 403b, and the 457 claim. For the financial, we have life insurance, disability insurance, long-term care insurance, legal insurance, education assistance. And for the time off, we do have military, reserve time off, election, and the jury leaves. We have holiday and vacation family leave, medical, the sick leave, and the paid time off. For the miscellaneous, we do have some like social and recreation program and events, unique programs. Thank you.